everyone, hello, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. It's the Cadbury Dairy Milk with Biscoff. New Cadbury Dairy Milk Biscoff, yes, look at that. Yeah, thanks so much to Scotty for putting me onto this one, although I did find it in Sainsbury's of places, but they do sell it in home bargains. But be wary, Alan Knockout was mentioned, his bar was 95 grams rather than 105 grams, so be wary of where you get it from. I think some versions are basically a bit smaller than others, although it's only 10 grams difference, but it's around 10%, isn't it, roughly? So yeah, so be wary of that. There we go. I did see them in home bargains. I didn't look at the weightage because I assumed they're all the same, but they didn't look any different to look at them. So, yeah, as I say, be wary of that. Now, to look at it, for me, I at first thought this was going to be Bourneville with all the red, you know. Yeah, I thought it was a Bourneville bar with Biscoff. But of course, Biscoff is red. You know, this is the red of Biscoff. And it does say Dairy Milk in big letters, of course, but it just immediately shouted Bourneville to me. So, yeah. Anyway, that might just be me, but it's not Bourneville. It's Dairy Milk. So a lot of people have said that this one, you know, well, I've been hearing there's a lot of people have been disappointed with this, saying that basically you just can't really detect the Biscoff because the Dairy Milk chocolate's quite strong. I mean, Dairy Milk has a very distinct taste, this, that, and the other. So we'll see. I mean, for me, it's probably going to be a winner generally anyway, because I do like biscuit in my chocolate. But of course, you'd want to taste the Biscoff, wouldn't you? Caramelised biscuit, as it's otherwise known, if you get like a non-branded version. Now, what's it say on the back? We've got anything of interest? It says, well, it's got the Cocoa Life plan going on there, partner with Fair Trade. Thanks to Cocoa Life, we are helping to restore the forests around cocoa farms. All right, well, I would definitely look into that, because bear in mind that, you know, it takes a long time for trees and things to bed in, so to speak, and I think apparently the percentage of trees that are successfully, you know, you might plant a load of them, but basically it's quite a small percentage that actually survive. And then, of course, it takes a long time for them to grow into being trees that are, you know, basically replacing ones that were chopped down and things like that, isn't it? So, there we are. So do bear that in mind. I'm assuming that's why they're putting them in there, to replace ones that have been chopped down for whatever reason, to grow cocoa, presumably. So UK only don't recycle at home, recycle large supermarkets. And another one, in Republic of Ireland, you can recycle these at home. So why can't in the UK, I don't know. It's a bit of a crazy thing, if you ask me. Paying all that council tax, and there we go. But milk chocolate with caramelised biscuit inclusions, it says 17%. Okay, so we've got milk ingredients there, a few things. It's got palm oil in there. Bear that in mind. And it says the equivalent of 426 millilitres of fresh liquid milk in every 227 grams of milk chocolate. Milk chocolate, milk size 20% minimum, actual 23%. I have no idea why I say minimum and actual. I don't know what the point of that is. Surely it just is what it is. But unless tell me if you know the difference or why it does that. Cocoa size 20% minimum. It says fish fat stitched to cocoa butter. Here's the calories. So per 100 grams. So bear in mind you have to have 5% onto this to get the total for the bar. I'll probably put a caption for this. 525 calories, 28 grams of fat, 16 of which are saturates. Then per 26.25 grams, 138 calories, 74 grams of fat, 4.2 of which are saturates. And that's per 6 chunks at the bottom there. So it's a 6x4 bar, presumably. Alright, because the way it says there's 4 portions per pack. Alright, so there we go. Anything under the wrapper here? Just more calorie information. BeTreatWise.net. Why is that hidden away? I don't know. Alright, and now you're getting in touch and not happy. Such vegetarians. Right, Cadbury.co.uk. We're passionate about the product, it says. A little extra dot there for whatever reason. Interesting. Why it's just like this little one half circle. I say a dot, half circle or whatever. Strange how that's there, isn't it, on the other side? There's no other real ones coming through. Maybe a bit at the top, but yeah, interesting. Alright. And the other way, it's got the it does have the water marking there, you can see, which was first introduced in Cadbury Australia bars. They brought it over to the UK. That was on the red as well. So Biscoff doing around. So you can still get the Biscoff white chocolate Kit Kat Chunky, which has got like a Biscoff spread in that, basically a soft Biscoff. This has got crunchy pieces in. So that's another. If you do like a Biscoff, that's another one to get at the moment, which is a very nice bar. Right. Okay. Well, I think we just need to move stuff down, give this an open, don't we? Really? Oh, just one last thing. Does have a bit of flourishes going on, as you can see. Yeah. Relatively thin bar as well, doesn't look quite as thick as regular Dairy Milk bars, I don't think. Maybe it is, but it doesn't look it from this angle anyway. But alright, well, we just got to give it open, haven't we? So let's move ourselves down and do just that. Okay everyone, okay, we're going to this Cadbury Dairy Milk with Biscoff and Open. It's new Cadbury Dairy Milk with Biscoff and Open, yeah. So let's get straight into it. So time code, I've done about 1,200 reviews, if not more. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, not done so already. And sorry, I can't put links to play some. So I missed that there. So I can't put links to play all milk reviews or some related ones, which are other Cadbury Dairy Milk products, other Biscoff products, other I don't know, producty things. So if you'd like to subscribe, go check those out. Hope you enjoy this too. Well, there's a nice dairy milk aroma coming from it, but I can't smell any Biscoff. So the dairy milk, at least in the aroma side of it. Now I say one of the is overpowering it. Now I did hear, as I mentioned in the preamble to all this, that a lot of people have been saying that you can't taste the Biscoff because of the dairy milk being quite strong. So we'll see what happens there. I think that's the. See if I find that. We'll see. Let's give it a bit of a measurement, shall we? So we've got the old measuring stick, 105 gram bar. Don't forget. So let's play the most important part, but nonetheless. So it's about 15.2 centimeters, and then at the bottom, well, pretty much exactly 7.5 centimeters in width. Of course, there is, as you can see, the bottom part. It's like on a plinth of sorts, isn't it, or whatever? I don't know what you'd say, but basically, the width, it doesn't go all the way to the top. All right, so let's measure the height. So in between the segments. 6.6 millimeters, almost 7. And the segments themselves, about almost a centimetre, but 9 millimeters and a half. Alright, so there we go, good stuff. Right, so it's a bit melty today, I must say. Let's give it a bit of a snap. As you can see there, it does have nice golden Biscoffy pieces in there, which is quite nice. Don't seem to go all the way to the top. Any evidence of that? Got some at the bottom. There we go. Trying to snap a bit in half. I can't. There we go. Alright, so you can see there are bits that are going up quite high in there. So they do go up quite high actually. Mainly situated at the bottom, but they do go up quite high. Kind of focusing more on the back. But you can see the little sort of golden brown nuggets there at the top. But alright, how's it taste? I think that's the most important part, isn't it? Let's find out. Give it a go. Okay, everyone, okay, we're going to give this yes Cadbury Dairy Milk with Biscoff a taste, and why not? So we've got a couple of segments that we snapped in half before, well, snapped off before. Quite excited for this one, so yeah, let's give one of them a go. It's quite small chunks, as expected, as mentioned earlier. It's a strong dairy milk taste, and it does slightly overpower the Biscoff, but I can still taste it actually. I was thinking I might not be able to taste it at all, but I can. And it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's certainly not as prominent as you might like because the dairy milk is quite strong. But I don't know. It wouldn't be dairy milk if you couldn't taste the dairy milk, would it? You know what I mean? So it's one of those really. Can't really complain that it's taste of dairy milk when you're buying a dairy milk bar, I don't think. I mean, obviously if you couldn't taste the Biscoff at all, it'd be a bit pointless. But I can taste it. I can taste it. Nice soft crunches as well. It's a very delicate crunch. Yeah. And for me, I can taste the Biscoff. It is subtle. It's not ridiculously strong. It definitely, it's definitely two things going on here. There's the dairy milk and the Biscoff. And you can just about taste them both. And the dairy milk is probably a bit of a stronger taste. But I think you'd probably, I think I'm not against that because it is, it is specifically dairy milk. And I think you'd want to taste the dairy milk, and I can taste it, and I can taste the nice crunches of the Biscoff. It's specifically Biscoff crunch as well. It does have a different texture to the biscuit, and you need than other biscuits, and you can tell that. And as I say, it's quite a subtle Biscoff taste, but you can taste it. So for me, it's not bad, this one. I don't think, I can understand why people are not happy with it because it is quite a subtle Biscoff taste because of the fact that the dairy milk is so strong. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. I like the crunches as well. I think it's bordering on micro crunches because the Biscoff is so brittle in a way. Maybe people might prefer it if it was like the sort of the more Biscoff spread that you get in Kit Kat Chunkies with Biscoff. I'm quite happy with this. I quite like this, and I think it's quite nice. I like the way, as I say, it is distinctly dairy milk with Biscoff, not Biscoff with dairy milk, and I don't mind that. As I say, I don't. Yeah, I quite like this one actually. I can understand why people, as I say, might be disappointed with it, but for me, I'm not. I'm actually, maybe it's because I was going into it, I was expecting, it to be not as prominent of a Biscoff flavour because I'd heard what people were saying. But despite that, it is actually, you know, for me, I actually think they've got the balance pretty much spot on almost, to be honest with you. I'm actually quite happy with this. You could have more Biscoff, you know, they could have had a slab of Biscoff through it. And some bars they do that, especially Ritter Sport, you have a slab of biscuits. Like some of the older Dairy Milk or, you know, Cadbury products they've had, you know, with Lou and was it one of the Ritz one they did where they had more, where the Dairy Milk was kind of sandwiched between the biscuit. They could have done that maybe with Biscoff. So there is some arguments there. But I'm not dissatisfied with this one, and I think they've got it, I'd say, pretty much spot on as far as this is concerned, to be honest with you. I was going to blow your socks off. I do like biscuit pieces in my chocolate, of course, as well, so there is that. Bear that in mind. This is a sort of bar for me, I think. Got a nice, strong Dairy Milk taste. And the Biscoff is there. You know, I think it's strong enough, and I think it tastes nice, and I think the textures are nice. So for me, this one, I think it's a good 4, 4.5. I'm going to say a 4.5 out of 5 for me, this one. I actually quite like it. I think if it was a bit strong with the Biscoff, maybe it'd be a 5. If there's Biscoff spread as well in there, maybe, you know, maybe it had multiple textures. But 4.5 out of 5 for what it is. I quite like it. Alright guys, let me know what you think. If you were disappointed with this one, leave a comment of it. Let me know what you reckon to it. Or if you did love it, let me know. Leave a comment of it, as I say. It's always great to hear from me. Always do best to reply. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.